you guys doing? I am Premere Johnson, aka the Big Handsome Nigga. Yeah, if you don't know, you don't know now. First piece on top, man. Something random. I would say it's pretty random. My love of cars and racing games led me to buy this. Say nitrous oxide from Cypress, California. On the front, it just says, "Let's cheat." I couldn't bring myself to find like any particular racing game shirt because I played pretty much all of them. So I know on every game I use nitrous. So definitely found myself loving this shirt when I saw it. This next shirt, I actually have owned this shirt. This is the third time. And I actually purchased it about 2 weeks before he passed recently. It's a Jerry Springer Ringmaster shirt. It's a homage promo of his movie that came out. Jerry Springer movie called Ringmaster, America's #1 action hero. His show is very raunchy. The movie is even more raunchier, but I love the movie, love him. And yeah, I was very saddened to hear that he passed, but I was very happy to have purchased the shirt right before his passing, so very, very happy about that. Next one that you all probably haven't seen before is the Baby Boy Rap Tee. It's got a lot of random accents on it. I forget the director's name. I think it's John Livingston. I could be wrong about that. Somebody fact check me. But John Livingston got Tyrese Gibson and Taraji P. Henson to play this classic black movie, for sure. I think John Livingston was quoted saying he wanted to make the blackest movie possible when he made this because it's like very, very controversial in a lot of different ways. But I have never seen this shirt before. No back hit, unfortunately. I got this offline at a very, very unbelievable price, man. And again, I've never seen it before. Nobody's ever told me they've seen it. I talked to a lot of collectors, and they're like, you know, that's about as crazy as it gets when it comes to something they've never seen, or at least people that love black movies. But yeah, it's a real crazy one, man. Don't think I'll see it again, probably. Next shirt. This is an all-over print by the artist's name of Suzanne Pete. Suzanne Pete. I could be doing a French accent for no good reason, but I believe she's French. She came up in the early 90s as a popular artist, as a constituent of Keith Haring. It's got like a weird like Fruit Loom tag. It's got her name right there. And it's got an odd stitching along the sleeves and everything. It's like diagonal. But it's very, very colorful, very, very up my alley. Again, just one of those shirts you probably will never see again. I've never seen another one. Most of her work goes for a whole lot of money. I paid a pretty penny for this one, but most of her other like overcoats that are painted and hand painted go for, you know, tens of thousands of dollars. So I was very happy to get this for the price that I did. And again, I just am happy to own something of hers and own something I probably won't see again, honestly. But this next piece, seen it a few times. I actually was lucky enough to purchase this brand new with the tags, so I actually popped the tags on this one. One of my favorite movies ever, Coneheads. Yeah, all over print, man. I've owned a few Conehead shirts, but this is like I keep replacing one with another. And this is probably gonna be the last one. This is probably the best one I can find, you know.
What's the tag on it?
The tag is a early Hanes Beefy. Yeah, good accents. Again, I popped the tag, so I'm doing my best to keep it as pristine as I possibly can, man. But it's a very good movie, classic movie. This next line is a pretty special line. When I first saw, which one is it? I found this first one in a thrift store, and I was enamored. I was tripping because I was like, this is just the weirdest shirt I've ever seen. So it led me to find as many other ones as I possibly can. This is a series from Reebok called I Like This Game. I found this one. This is the volleyball edition. It's basically, I guess you can consider it a big mouth type of shirt. But very, very detailed. It's got a very, very detailed smile on there. And I've had a few. I've sold one rendition and it had a hockey puck, and it was just a little too small for me, so I felt somebody that could fit it probably would get a lot more use out of it. And I also sold the football one as well, but I like these other sports. I'm a bigger fan of these other sports, so definitely had to keep these other ones. We got the Reebok series of the I Like This Game, of the soccer, and they have different iterations of it. This one says, just another wicked kick on our planet Reebok, and that's regarding the soccer or football, whatever you may want to call it. But each one also has a different grade of teeth as well. This one has a little bit more vicious canines on there. So I don't know if you want to say like people that play soccer are a little bit more grittier than the people that play volleyball. Who knows? And with that being said, you might look at this one and say a little bit, you might say this one is a little bit more racy. I got this one a little bit more recently, as you see. Still got the tags on here. I haven't even popped it yet. I'm actually in my head, I wanted to wear it to a basketball game as quickly as I could. But I like the game, basketball version. This one says, just another happy hoopster on our planet Reebok. And this nigga has a gold tooth, y'all. So I don't know what y'all want. I don't know what y'all want to refer to that as. Do more hoopers have gold teeth? Who knows? But regardless, this is to me a highly coveted shirt. This is beautiful, man. Gold tooth on the hooper. And I got this one. Luckily for me, I'm getting a little bit more into the sports. I don't know, whoever follows me definitely notices. I've been posting stories of me going to the driving range. But the Reebok series, I Like This Game, of the golfing shirt, big mouth, just another laughing linkster on our planet Reebok. And it's got the big mouth golfer. And he's got all right looking canines, but pretty normal. You're on the hunt for? If I can find any more in my size, yeah. Like again, I've had the football, I've had the hockey. I'm not the biggest fan of either of those, but if I find, like I know there's a tennis one out there as well, but I'm not the biggest fan of tennis either, so I'm not too interested in going out and getting that one really. But if I see any other ones, like I don't know, like maybe lacrosse or something, that'd be weird too. I love ping pong, but that's probably another thing. Next series of things. There's a few items I've been doing my best to acquire here. I guess I'll go from lowest to highest price, maybe. What I consider, I guess, lowest to highest price. But at first, we are going to show you guys this is the rap style Asiatic merchandise. Public Enemy jersey. Yeah, I got this one offline. I paid a pretty penny for it, but this is pretty rare. Don't really see too many of these floating around. Again, I don't know. Rap Style tag. Rap Style is a brand that put out a lot of different iterations, from Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, and things like that. But yeah, Public Enemy, man. Love this band. Love this rap group. Love this band of brothers. This next piece is one of my favorite Public Enemy pieces. It is the Rock Embassy cream colored, pretty much baseball cut of Public Enemy jersey. It's got this very bright yellow felt patch on the back. It's got this beautiful red Chanel patch on the front as well. Can't go wrong with this. It's the Rock Embassy. It comes out of New York, and they have a lot of different licensed artists they're able to make merchandise for, like Ozzy Osbourne, and another one was Pantera. I think it was the Styx, and a lot of other random people, Elton John and stuff like that. But yeah, luckily, Public Enemy is also a part of that list. So was able to purchase this for a pretty penny from my guy Gideon out of the East Coast. Gideon knows who he is. But yes, that's definitely one of my favorites. I'm always sporting that. Next one also comes from Rock Embassy. It's this beautiful bomber. The brand is EMEA. That's E-M-E-A. I don't know what the acronym stands for, don't ask me. But it's a very interesting brand. I don't really see the tag too much. It's got a little guy with the acoustic or guitar, but it's got some beautiful accents on here. It's got the front official jacket, official trooper jacket of the Public Enemy. So if you're a troop of the Public Enemy Army, you're gonna be an owner of this jacket, basically. It's got the beautiful PE stitching on the side there. It's got another Asiatic merchandise logo stitched in there. But yeah, this was very hard to acquire in a way. The first time I ever saw this was at the grand opening of Chicago's Round 2, and I almost traded a Public Enemy jacket for this Public Enemy jacket, but they had this whole check situation at the time, and you couldn't use a check within the store, and it was a whole thing. But
so did you get it from another place, or is that the same one?
no, it's a different one. I actually literally went home, was on the way home from Chicago, disappointed that I couldn't get that jacket, was looking it up, and found one. And unfortunately, that one also sold. And then about 3 weeks later, a gentleman that lives in the UK, it's a black guy that collects like random like Janet Jackson jackets and like all types of tour merch. He hit me up saying that his friend has a jacket like that coming from out of the country. I asked him what he wanted for it, and luckily it was cheaper than pretty much all the jackets that I saw. So definitely swung on that and got it overseas. So luckily, and then even more than that, it was in the best shape. It was like barely worn at all. So
Yeah, that looks perfect.
Yeah, I was very happy to have that one, man. Shout out to Fred Camus or Fred Camus. He definitely knows who he is on Instagram as well. And this is definitely the shebanger of shebang. Don't see this much at all. This is the all over print Public Enemy. The backstage pass. It's got a backstage pass hit at the bottom, and the Panams. I don't know what that brand is, but Panams is the t-shirt company, but just a beautiful graphic. Injustice is, what does it say here? Justice evolves only after injustice is defeated. Just a beautiful graphic, man. This shirt I paid a nice bit, around like 300 or so for, and I seemingly, last time I checked, can't really find this shirt for less than like around 800 to 1,000. So
That's a good price.
yeah. I'm not trying to brag or anything, like, but I don't see myself selling it anytime soon either. So just a beautiful shirt. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Public Enemy. Got a few Public Enemy CDs in my car right now. Yeah, always big, huge fan of them. And then take my fandom elsewhere. Total polar opposite from Public Enemy, and we're gonna go straight into my Frasier collection. I'm gonna do pretty much all my Frasier collection, but these are all items that I've sold about 4 or 5 different Frasier items now that I just kind of wore out, and they were like more of the simple, just small graphic or small sewn in text Frasier shirts. But things like this, I have to keep. This is David Hyde Pierce, Niles, if you're a fan of the show. Niles' character on Frasier. What does it say here? It says, my taekwondo instructor says I'm just 2 moves away from being quite threatening. So it's just sort of silly, witty humor that the show is surrounded by. And I guess, I don't know, I love being a nerd in my fandom for this show. I get stopped by a lot of random people when I wear the merch as well, saying that they watch Frasier. Like, I watch Frasier with my grandma or something like that. I'm like, yeah, it's a good ass show. Yeah, I know. But yeah, this is one of the very few that I've only seen this one time, and it's the one that I own. Luckily, my friend Brody Jones, he knows who he is. He threw me this alley-oop on this Depop link.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah, Brody Jones threw me the alley-oop on this. Big shout out, my man. He's getting married in a week. So by the time this comes out, he'll be a newlywed for sure. Yeah, he actually threw me loop on this one too, actually. Brody Jones, another loop, or alley-oop thrown. I was literally walking around the thrift store when he sent me this leak. But another just beautiful Frasier shirt, one that I can't bring myself to sell. It has a very interesting graphic of all the lead characters in the show. It's got Kelsey Grammer, David Hyde Pierce on there as well. Don't ask me everybody else's name. Very oddly enough, doesn't have the dog. Yeah. Very beautiful graphic on there. Blue tint to the shirt, very different. I love this show, man. This is one of the first Frasier shirts I ever purchased. As you can see, it was black, and I've done this complete bleach job to it, and I did not do it right, as you can see. Very, very trial and error, but I've done my best to preserve it as much as I can. As you can see, it's got the dog on the back. Oh, the dog's name is escaping me right now. I can't remember his name, but it's the grandpa's dog. But on the front here, it's got all the characters, and it's got this nice color block gradient of the different umbrellas. And at the time, I thought you couldn't get better than this shirt. I was like, damn, this is the best Frasier shirt I'll ever see in my life. So I threw my money at this, and then when I saw it was kind of black and grayish, I was like, I'd rather it be white. Tried to get it white, but I did more of like a half job. Didn't really come out right, but at the time it was slowly fading, and it slowly turned into this, gradient of a weird pinkish color, and slowly starting to disintegrate here at the side and show my midriff. But that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. But I still wear it from time to time, and if it's gonna fall apart, it's definitely gonna fall apart on me. So I'm not mad about it. But yeah, definitely one of the favorite shirts. Definitely not going anywhere. Another one of the ones, yeah, all these other shirts are made by NBC, but some of these shirts are luckily made by another fan of the show, which I imagine, why would you work on something you're probably not a fan of? Maybe, who knows? But Stanley DeSantis is actually a creator or the illustrator of these shirts. As you all know, obviously, Stanley DeSantis made tons of coveted graphics for all types of things, but this, obviously, my favorite. He's making Frasier shit. He plateaued there. He didn't make anything better than this.
That's the artist you want to have like a T.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's got the whole family there.
Show, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how much stuff he did.
Man. And luckily for me, we got another Stanley DeSantis. And Dr. Frasier Crane. Yeah, Dr. Frasier Crane, I'm listening. Yeah, in the show, he is a psychologist or a therapist. I mean, both, therapist, psychologist, but radio psychologist. And he just every day gives everybody professional advice on the radio. While his brother is a office licensed psychologist and therapist. So they're always criticizing each other about one having the more important job, and who cares really? You're helping people.
I like the Frasier hit on it too, though. Their logo is so iconic.
Mm-hmm. And there's actually in the show, he worked at a radio station called KCL, and they had a baseball game, like a whole like team job, a whole company baseball game, excuse me. And they had KCL baseball jersey that had KCL all across the front and the back. It's like I've been doing my best to find a KCL baseball jersey. Alas, who knows? I might grab it. I might find somebody that works for the show. Who knows? Because when my luck hit, when I found this next item, I felt like I could find anything. This next item is considered a cast and crew piece for the Frasier show. I scored this off of eBay, luckily, for a pretty penny, but now, if you look on eBay and try to find one, they're asking several pennies. Even more pretty pennies. But this is the Frasier Paramount Studios cast and crew varsity jacket with the nice patinaed leather sleeves here. I mean, it's pretty brand new, but it's got some chipping over here. It's got a beautiful stitching on the front with the microphone. On the back, it's got even more stitching of the Frasier and the landscape of the Seattle skyline.
That thing's gotta be warm.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's got a nice, beautiful fit to it, man. Honestly, nice crop fit. I was very enamored when I found this. Found the link, found the jacket, and saw it when it came to the doorstep. I didn't take it off for like 2 days, but it's got that Paramount tag in there.
Not the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Quilted inside too.
Man, quilted inside, and I still I've worn it quite a bit, but as you can tell, I do my best to keep all my things pretty pristine, but it still has the dry clean tag and everything in there.
The zipper and the buttons too.
Mm-hmm. Man, beautiful, beautiful. So I appreciate everybody at the Paramount. I appreciate everybody that created that show, man. I am a forever fan of Kelsey Grammer, David Hyde Pierce, everybody of the show. Kelsey Grammer is a really nice guy as far as I can tell. He went on to executive produce like a lot of predominantly black shows like Girlfriends and random stuff like that. So, on top of being a good actor, I feel, he's possibly a good person too. I am, I guess, simple-minded when it comes to it. I just like what I like. I am a fan of random things, so I would say, as far as really feeding your soul when it comes to vintage or really just anything, just enjoy the small things in your purchases. Whether it's a big or small purchase, just make sure that you are a wee bit passionate about what might be coming through that transaction. Because I've done my best to not get rid of a lot of things that I've acquired, but when I do, I try my best to get real satisfaction out of it before I let it go. So that's why a lot of these things aren't going anywhere, because I haven't got enough satisfaction out of it yet.